it's your girl Songbird Critique, and I'm back with another video. Now, this video isn't like the others, whether it's a challenge or something to really laugh about. It's a very close to my heart kind of story time that basically helped me to be the person that I am today. So, but first I wanted to like the video. Like. Please remember to comment below and tell me what you think about my experience and what was your experience if you ever faced this in life. Now also, don't forget to share the video. Let this be a life lesson and for you to appreciate life more. And also don't forget to subscribe. Press that bell. I want us to grow, guys. Please. Okay, so today basically I'm just gonna share something. Now I know you've seen the title, you're wondering if I'm sitting right now, you're wondering if this is really true. Well guys, there was a time where my legs were broken, both of them. Okay, basically what happened is that I have family in St. Mary, based on where my grandmother is from. I have family in St. Mary, and when I was younger, about 6-7, I think, I was going to basic school, and I was going to basic school heading out, so I was about 6-7 maybe. And I normally go to the country with my grandmother and my aunt, just to feel that country life, because you're a city kid, Kingston City. So what I did, I went ahead and I normally go with my grandmother and all of that. My father wasn't the type to always go to country like that, so I normally just go with my grandmother and my aunt, and he stays home or goes on the road or whatever. Now this specific day, it was a Saturday, we decided to go to St. Mary, and it was my uncle, the house we were gonna stay. So apparently he came for us, and he's the one that was driving. Now while we were heading on so when we reached St. Mary and everything, light had gone, there was no current, so we stopped at my great grandmother, which is my grandmother's mother. We stopped at her house. She did not have any light, so my grandmother decided to stay at her mother's house. I didn't want to stay there because I'm like, listen, I need to have light, I can't sleep, the place is dark, I don't like country like that. So I really just went to the country so I could pass a place that is in on the way to St. Mary, that name OFC. I actually love their chicken. I don't know if they still exists. Anybody who live in a St. Mary, please comment below and let me know if OFC still exists, because them chicken did bad. Yeah, love it. So with leaving my grandmother at her mother's house, we went ahead to go up to my uncle, which is the driver. My uncle's house, he lives on a hill, and his house is at the top of the hill. So, and it's big and comfortable and nice. So I was like, okay, we're gonna go to my uncle's house. Now on our journey, I'm not really sure where, but there's a part of the journey where it's like a highway. It gives you like a highway vibe, something of the sort of Mandela Highway. While we were basically driving to the house, as kids, you see certain things as a child, and it was like a F-150 kind of van. Yeah, it was a kind of van, and I was at the back. My aunt was in the passenger seat, and my uncle was driving. So we're on the road driving, and I'm looking outside. It was in the night, and I was looking outside, and I saw something like traveling, like tracing us. I don't know if it's up to this day, I don't know if it's whatever, but I saw what I saw. I saw something in a white clothing just running behind trees and just following the van. Now, when I saw this, I'm like, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to. They normally say when kids say stuff like that, parents don't respond. So I don't know. I saw it and I said to my aunt and my uncle, I was like, Auntie, I see something over the tree, something following us. And I said it again, and nobody said anything in the car. Nobody responded to my statement, so I didn't see it as anything. Now, on our way to the house, we basically reached. So, as I said, Uncle house, they're on the top on my hill. The house alone, they're up there. And the pathway to go up isn't narrow. It's not a narrow road and all of that. It's a bit rocky, but it's not like a big narrow road. And we're going up. Remember, he lives there. He travels on this road a million times, back way, front way, everywhere. Boom, flick, everything. And while we are going up the hill, imagine the van turn over. The van, imagine a hill, the van going up the hill, and it just turn over. Now, in this time of feeling, I was at the back. When the van turned over, I literally felt, I fainted. I remember it turning over, and I just faint, like my blackout. With blacking out, everything happened really fast. The van turned over and it hit up in a like one tree. Like there was a big tree, because at the bottom of the hill there was a well, I think like a lake or a well. And there were some big trees coming, rooting up. So the van stuck in a tree. What happened to me is that when I fainted, my body went through, the back window in a one like F-150 kind of van. In the back window, I came out of the back window. But with coming out of the back window, it's like the impact broke my legs, both of them. Yeah. So what I remember on my end is that I blacked out, so I didn't necessarily feel any of that. I blacked out and I woke up on a pile of leaves and rubbish. I just saw a lot of leaves and rubbish, and all I could see was the moonlight and a bag of different trees and stuff like that. Now, I immediately got up and I started to cry. I'm full of blood. I'm full of pure things. I may I cry out. I may I call for my auntie. I may I call for my uncle. I may I say, I just keep calling out for my auntie and my uncle. We didn't call in my auntie and uncle. The same thing that I saw on the road that was in full white came out to me. While, as I said, I was a child. Came up to me, and it was behind the tree, and it was laughing like it had on a white gown, and it was just laughing and had red eyes, and it was just laughing, and I just kept calling out for my aunt and my uncle, keep calling. Now, meanwhile, I'm doing all of this in my segment. My aunt was in the passenger seat, and she had on her seatbelt, so she was still in the van. However, she got impacted with her forehead on the dashboard. My uncle that was driving, he also fell out of the van, and the van actually rolled over him. You see me? He didn't die, thank God. But it rolled over him foot, and yeah. So within that time, everybody heard the commotion, because remember, we almost reached. We basically reached because we could see the house. We could see the house, see the light up house and everything, and the van just turned over. So everybody heard the commotion and came down searching, and they got my aunt and got my uncle, and search party was over. My aunt lost consciousness. So when they found them and came back on the road, my aunt said, "Where is Christy? Where's Crystal?" Because Crystal is my yard name. Where's Crystal? So they're like, "Where's the child?" She's like, "What child?" "No, she was in the van too. She's out there too." So after the search party originally left, and the search party came back because my aunt gained back consciousness. Thank to God, my aunt gained back consciousness to tell everybody that I was still out there. Now, as I said, while I was out there, I saw this thing laughing at me, and I was like just crying and just looking to the sky, because all I could get, I could only get lighting from the moonlight, and I couldn't move. I was filled with leaves and blood, and I even realized that my feet were broken. I didn't even realize. I was just crying, and the search party eventually come and pick me up. 2 people picked me up, and I just remember going into a car, and we're heading to the hospital, I guess, and I saw police going the other way and me going to the hospital. And when I went to the hospital now, and I was there waiting to go inside, I looked down on myself and I just saw how dirty I was. I filled with leaves and mud, and I just saw my foot was like filled with blood and all of that. And we went to the hospital. I don't really remember much of the hospital experience. I really don't. I just remember coming back home and both of my feet were cast. They were, cast up. So I couldn't move unless somebody moved me. I had to be lifted to go to the bathroom. I had to be lifted to go anywhere. I couldn't even go anywhere really because I couldn't bend my foot. My foot couldn't bend. I'm gonna see if I can find some pictures and kind of put them in the video so you guys can see. I don't think I have any videos when I was in the cast, but I think I have videos when I was out of the cast and just lying down. So I couldn't walk. Even when they took off the cast, I couldn't walk. I just kept lying down, and I got tired. You as a child, you want to run up and down, you want to be a kid, and you can't be a kid, so I just lie down on the bed, and if I have to use the bathroom after bed, I have to get help. Then one day I was like, I don't want to, I'm tired of laying down. I need to start walking. I need to start walking today. And this is me being a child. As I said, I was 6, 7, and I decided I am going to walk. I need to start walking. This cast is off. The healing process, I need to start walking. So one day there was a little stick in the house that I used, and each day I just come off the bed and step. I keep stepping, and it just became a process of me stepping each day. If it hurt, I don't pressure myself. Nobody pressured me to do this. Nobody. Majority of the time it was me and my grandmother that was home during the day, and nobody pressured me to try to walk. My father never pressured me. My father spoiled me. So I wasn't pressured. I just got tired of it and I wanted to start to walk again. And I decided that I'm gonna start to walk. So I kept day by day, just, testing the foot. And eventually I started to swing from places. Like I didn't really I sound like a monkey. I started to swing from places to not put much pressure on my foot, but like press on it now and then, but swing from place to place, until one day my father came home and saw me walking in the house. I just started to walk up and down now. So I taught myself how to walk again, because I decided that I was no longer going to just lie down and just lie down, and that experience will never leave me, because I could have died. My aunt could have died. My uncle could have died, and we're all still here. And honestly, my grandmother could have died at that time, because remember that we'll drop her off at her mother's house, and she would have died at that time if she was in that vehicle, because my grandmother is old, but God gave her a few more years. You understand? So I said this story to just tell you to be grateful. Be grateful for what you can do, because there's people that can't do. There's people that are blind. There's people that are deaf. There's people that have accidents and cannot come back from it. And looking at me, you would never know that I've been through that. You would never know that I've been through that. You never know, and it just goes to show you that you just need to appreciate life. With whatever comes your way, just keep praying, because as I said, I never knew that I would have to teach myself how to walk at 6 or 7 years old, and I did it. And I'm glad that the accident has affected me in some ways. Like now I can't stand up too long, and I can't walk long distances, because it hurts. It would hurt when I want to sleep at night. But I'm still grateful. I just try not to pressure my foot I'm still grateful because I can now walk. I have no limps. I'm not limping. I'm good. You know, I have a slight dip in my foot though. But as I said, I'm gonna try to find some pictures so I can put into the video. So I definitely wanted to share this with you guys. As I said, this is a video about challenges or vlogs. This is just you getting to know me more and more about what Songbird has been through. And just be grateful for life. I taught myself how to walk again, and I'm really happy that I did, and happy that I didn't sit down and just wait. I went for it and it worked. So guys, if you really appreciate this video, I'm asking you to please like the video, like it up, and also remember to comment below, tell me what you think about my experience and about what we saw. Bear in mind, me conclude say me see dopey. Me conclude say me see dopey. So yeah, that little part there. But tell me what you think about my story. Please remember to share the video. This can be used as encouragement, you know, to even if you've been through an accident before and trying to bounce back or trying to do a little therapy, you can do it. Don't give up, because here I am walking and filled with life. So guys, have a great day, have a great night. Later.